Welcome to Papa Junk Shop. Well, decided to go with a narrow gauge frame. It just was a lot easier and just didn't make sense to go to a lot of extra effort to make it wide and still have clearance for those tires to turn. So got the frame welded together. And we got a piece. Well, I put two struts in the middle. Well, that comes heavy. And I got this piece welded on the bottom. I think next I'm going to make the piece that goes in here for the tongue. Well, that'll pivot right in between here. So that's going to be the next piece I make. Oh, and I did get the axle shortened. That's here. When I went to cut the piece out, I thought this was solid, but it's actually hollow. It's 3/4 inside. It's pretty heavy stuff. I don't think it's going to be a problem. They have a pin, 3/4 inch pin that comes in here, and you can see where they welded it. So I got a pin in here too. So should be good. It's the same width as the front. And I've been mocking up some of the parts. Got some tie rods made. I got this tongue started. I haven't drilled down through here yet because I wasn't sure exactly where I wanted it located. And in the same way with this has to be up so it's got some clearance so that when this rocks, it's got clearance. So what I've got is going to be a 1/2 inch bolt down through, and this pin will keep it in the right height. Once I determine that, I'll weld this in place, and that should give it the tongue good support this way. So just kind of feeling things up as I go here. Gonna drill a hole for that center pin. 1/2 inch 27/64 if I remember right. And people ask me, why do you have two drill presses right beside each other? Right there's one reason why. Of course, the other reason is all the drilling stuff's in this area, but sure comes in handy sometimes. Making some progress. I got a pretty good rough estimate of how things are going here. This is the tongue, and then this is so it can rock. So got it kind of clamped on the welding table here, so I didn't have to bend over to work on it. So I'm gonna put it back down on the floor and see how close I am. Got her down on the floor, did some more work on the tongue, got started on the handle, and got it enough so we can give her a try. I think she's gonna be fine. So back axle's just on there with some clamps because I want to get the generator set on it and determine the length and exactly where it's going to set. And it just so happened to be that height-wise that axle's going to mount direct right on those rails, and there's only like 1/8 of an inch difference in the height, so I'm not going to put any shims in there or anything. It's close enough for this guy. So I'll let you in on the next progress. Now the cart's coming along pretty good. I didn't film some of it because it's just kind of nuisance stuff. Let's see, I got the top of the kingpins drilled and cotter keys in them, and I made some brackets to mount the generator on, and I got the back axle welded on, and I got the handle made. And I've made these before. This is so you can use it like a handle that just goes in the palm of your hand, and then if you want to use it to hook on a tractor like so, you're all set for that. So next I'm working on the battery tray, and I had a part of a shelf here. I already started on it. I got it cut, but I gotta bend this part up, and then I gotta set the generator back on there, figure out where it's gonna be. So that's my next move. Now the battery tray is mounted. Not at all where I planned it. When I tried to put it on the sides, the generator stuck out, the oil drain stuck out, and they would have been almost out past the wheels by the time because the other side it was a height issue, so wound up on the front, and it's bolted on, so I can change it later if I need to, if it doesn't work out, but I think it's going to be okay. So I'm going to get the generator set back on there, see how she looks. Looks like it's going to work out okay. That way it's closer to where the battery connection goes into the control box anyways. If it was down there on the side, I would have had to run longer wires. And it's bolted on so that if I do need to get this cover off for any reason, for like servicing the brushes or anything, I can just unbolt that bracket, and there's clearance to get this off even with the front end and everything on. So that's about where she's gonna set, as near as I can tell. So I think now it's just a matter of some TLC cleanup and some paint, and I'm thinking I might find a magnet or something to hold this up in place. That's to be determined yet, so next time you see it, it should be painted. Okay, don't think I showed you guys this. See that big nut I got welded on the frame there? That's going to be for storing the crank. I'll show you that, but I'll have to put the camera on something because I'm going to need both hands. I didn't want to leave it sticking out like that, because that's going to be hard on the shins. So I couldn't believe when I went over in my big nut collection and I actually had one with the right thread. Okay, that's how she's going to be stored. Well, I'm not going to do anything with this for a couple of months as far as cleaning up and painting goes. I decided I'm going to wait till it's nice out where I can take it outside and put some degreaser on it and hose it off with a pressure washer and stuff. Get the loose paint off it and get it painted, get it wired up. So you won't be seeing it for a while yet when it's pretty. So if you enjoyed this one, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. And as usual, thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you next time.